Good morning. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the morning. My name is Badhum Dash. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and certified international educational and training institute. In last years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organization. Institute of Global Professional is social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student community resource providing holistic social work and believe that it's not effective training is one skill just backward in formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to student job seeker and also for learner, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable on the famous online institute from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinar, seminar courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like create own portfolio website, resume preparation, arrange general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game website, free course, commerce sites, and many more. We help empower youth to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program and webinar, offline online courses for you the learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professional to develop all kind of youth and promote the education of their abilities and personality. Speaking knowledge is crucial for this state of global professional. We believe that Knowledge is love, light, and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with research and practice method. We must have a genuine concern for the learner to represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP member committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to our next video, continuous 974 webinars successfully. Moving to our next video, continuous support. We already completed 1974 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website www.igp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. All our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our service. So create your account from us with profile information. Note that with profile information, you will enjoy our feature. With mismatched data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace slide. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificate. Now it's easier and time on this. We will not provide verification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive 2,000 points. If you are a host of IGP, you can download a certificate of gratitude. If you are an online live quiz competition winner, you can download a certificate of participation. If you are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in your participant support with IGP, 18 types of business certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of global professional membership, certificate of global influence in the pandemic, certificate of active knowledge seeker, certificate of social activities in the pandemic, certificate of achievement IGP knowledge seeking amid 2020, 2021, and 2022, certificate of participation webinar series 1, auditing assessment in teaching learning, certificate of participation webinar series 2, teaching English and foreign language and assessment, certificate of participation webinar series 3, digital classroom engagement tools, certificate of participation webinar series 4, the new trend in education. Certificate of participation webinar series 5, office commercial leadership and management skills, certificate of participation webinar series 6, trend and innovation in mathematics education, certificate of participation webinar series 7, research comprehension approach, certificate of participation webinar series 8. Art and Engineering Special Program in the Certificate of Participation webinar series 9, 21st Century Turing Teaching Mathematics, certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1,000 plus international level course with verified e-certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teachification tools for teachers. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our 50 student services website for free and many more. Dear IGP will be sure to promise previously, but the problem with late sending on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous condition. This solved all issue from our website. Now you can analyze reset password everything and check out the route for all webinar details. This is a cordial request to check our button and pages on our website. You like and still benefited. Thank you, but note that without an account of login, you cannot enjoy ourselves. At present, we are going to start our 1975 webinar, which name is Cognitive Health and Women's Dynamism. And today our speaker name is Dr. Israt Fatima. She is from India. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, ma'am, I'll share a little bit about her lecture in Nagarpalika Balika Inter College, Ghaziabad. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, the stage is yours. You can start your presentation now.
Okay, now this good morning, viewers, and all people who have joined us. They are most welcomed. I'm Dr. Ishrat Fatma from India, and I work in Nagar Palika Balika Inter College, Ghaziabad, and I'm working over there as a lecturer. Today, I welcome you all on this live session, and my paper is on cognitive health and women's dynamism. Now, I'm going to start from the very abstract that I've written over here. The present world is an era of women soaring high, embellished with ambitions, knowledge of all spheres, translating dreams into reality, proving their capacity at their best, performing excellently in almost every field, and contributing to all social, political, religious, economic, technological, and scientific growth and development of the country, and even surpassing men in excellence. We retain a legacy where women are worshipped. They are the nation builders, and their role in all walks of life is very significant and enormous. As the dynamic role of women of today needs no introduction, not only their physical but mental wellness plays an equally important role and needs sincere attention, as having mental equilibrium paves the way to a perfect harmonious state of mind, which undoubtedly is the pivot to their success to whatever walk of life a woman chooses, whether in-house or out-house responsibilities. The human brain is a source of various amazing things and that bring changes in our physical and mental states. It allows us to have thoughts and memories, process information speedily, and express them in a language to communicate. That is collectively known as cognition. Functioning of the brain can also lead to problems with mood, emotions, and behavior. In other words, our mental health, that is the cognitive health. Cognitive disorders such as Parkinson diseases, Alzheimer, and epilepsy are considered to be neurological diseases rather than mental illness, while anxiety disorder and mood disorders are thought of as cognitive problems, but mental health disorders. One of the reasons they weren't previously linked it is because in the past, relatively few scientists investigated the impact cognitive health might have on mental illness and well being. Mental harmony can boost the dynamism of women folk to a great height, and its value can easily be assessed if we put it against the health problems that can be caused by ill mental health that affects in the form of various physical diseases such as low energy level, weak concentration, dependability, mental disorders, inability to perform, depression, anxiety, low optimism, and hindering performances to perform depression. It is an amazing fact that near about 2 in 10 women have common mental health problems like depression, eating disorders, isolation, and self harm, as well as PTSD, that is post traumatic stress disorder. Here in this paper, I am trying to mention that self harm, sexual assault, eating disorders, pregnancy or miscarriages, trauma, depression, anxiety, and loneliness or isolation are the problems which can put women at greater risk of poor mental health than men. And it needs sincere efforts from the government and society to ignite various schemes and campaign to make them aware and attentive to eradicate this and to make the women folk fit not only physically but mentally, which will help them maintain cognitive alternates, emotional sanity, and balance of themselves, their lives, and relationships. When one are mentally balanced and at peace with themselves internally, they are practicing good mental health, which will help them usher in a better world with a very strong future. Here, the stats of women working or non-working from different social areas and economic background, uh, and will focus on and emphasize that they equally need to strengthen their mental well-being for a better and brighter future. Unfortunately, the reality is that a huge number of women folk are not given their due rights and are continuously neglected and deprived of even the very basic necessities of life and are ignored and neglected section of society. They face very harsh problems every day because of their inequality and discrimination prevalent in Indian society. Claiming for equal status in male dominated society has become a distant dream for them. This presents a contradictory picture displaying the irony of fate of the neglected women folk. Completely freedom, Complete freedom of womanhood may be attained when women in general and financially weak women in particular gain the utmost development of fulfillment, as a result getting control over the basic resources and development in their country, including all domestic and community freedom of self-fulfillment and self-development for women, as well as equal access to domestic and community resources. Doctors are of the opinion that some conditions are responsible for mental illness. Some changes that happen in life are linked with ill mental health, affecting cognitive dynamism. Now, depression is one of them. Studies have proved that around 5 in every 100 adults suffer from depression and require treatment, but it is very shocking that they neglect it and hesitate to share and consult the pain through which they are undergoing. With the passage of time, it becomes serious enough to be treated at some point of time. Depression is taken to be caused by certain issues that may be biological, the environmental that a person is surrounded with, or the social factors, though not specific. However, when not taken seriously or treated it timely, can become chronic and can turn into clinical depression, and as per the doctor's opinion, can be traced back to abnormal functions in certain areas of the brain, particularly the frontal and temporal lobes. Some doctors are of the opinion that the problem of cognitive disorders can be traced back to depression, like concentration, malfunctioning while executing thinking, planning, self control, memory, and sometimes the speed of the work. The other one that can occur and can be very serious is obsession. Having obsession that becomes a habit can also be a factor that affects mental health. There is a common and mental health problem affecting near about 3 out of 100 adults. Research from the International OCD Foundation extends that this involves very minor when consider them like washing hands repeatedly, checking doors again and again and to make sure whether it is locked or not, or collecting things others may like to throw away. OCD majorly affects cognitive health. Hallucination or schizophrenia. Schizophrenia, which can be taken as hallucination in common, is a serious mental health problem where excessive thinking creates delusions. It carries a wide range of symptoms from feeling, hearing, and tasting items that are not real or seeing unreal things to be false or disordered thoughts, behavioral problems to fractured personality. Medical language points out that people with higher hormonal disbalance, dynamic, specifically dopamine, increases schizophrenia, resulting in a split personality. The people suffering from schizophrenia, in fact, are the worst sufferer, having more cognitive complaints comparatively. For example, experiencing more difficulties while learning, memorizing, attention, concentration, oral or execution impairment. They are more vulnerable to cognitive problems than others. Nowadays, increasing competition, hectic schedule, less time for aesthetic satiation, avoiding natural and simple life in pursuance of hoarding more power and wealth, luxury, and desire to lead technological time saving have increased the level of stress. We are responsible for making our lives hell by avoiding the restoration of nature call. Knowingly or unknowingly, we are moving on the way of a stressful, materialistic life, making our body and brain a reservoir of unlimited mental and physical illness. It's time to realize the importance of mental equilibrium in order to enhance our capabilities. A healthy lifestyle encompasses that everybody should keep in mind and practice nicotine and smoking free life, moderate alcohol consumption, a balanced diet loaded with fruits and vegetables, weight control, staying active, monitoring stress, sufficient sleep. Factors affecting women's mental health. It has been observed. Now I'm going to enumerate various factors that are responsible for the mental health problem or the mental can be a cause of mental illness to women in common. It has been observed that women suffer more from mental health problem than men, and the reason is obvious enough, as women folk undergo multiple phases in their lives, ranging from home to workplace, from family to the huge world outside, struggling ceaselessly from economic problems engulfing her entire social, religious, and familial surroundings, determining the factors responsible for poor mental health. Major life events such as pregnancy loss, and menopause affect their life very seriously, including infertility, gender based discrimination, and violence. And emotional abuse in relationships. It is the root cause of the drastic negative effects on women. Abusive in relationship is a negative cause of the drastic negative effects on women mental health, affecting slowly but surely the mental turbulence of women folk. The next one is household chores and support providers for others. It has been noted that although the gender gap in the workplace is reducing day by day, women are still bridging the gap between personal and professional life. In the process of balancing while working in an equal position as men, she faces more challenges, making her life full of responsibilities and stress. Despite being in the so called world of equal opportunities, she is doing the lion's share of caring for and parenting their children, as well as hearing other duties as cooking and cleaning, as well as keeping in touch with the other relatives, and also managing these two paid and unpaid work. The demands of familial ties and the high challenges of professional life causes more stress, outbursting into the feelings of loneliness and depression. This feeling of never getting you time, the quality time spending a woman is supposed to spend with herself, that is, proves more poisonous to women's mental health than we imagine. This sure feeling of helplessness leaves and creates a web suffocating to death. Sharing the household responsibilities of women by their male partner is too small to notice. The next is abusive homely life. Abuse is something which can be termed as the most ghastly experience. Women are more likely to go through this utterly nasty experience at the hands of an intimate partner, too, by a notable margin. According to research, the US National and the Hotline, near about 4 in 5 victims of intimate partner violence sufferer were women, showing the result of 30% of women suffering rape and physical violence by a close partner as compared to 10% of men going through the same. The consequences bearing constantly without sharing the pain with anyone for the fear of social prestige burst into depression, anxiety, trauma, and ultimately resulting in sudden demise in certain cases. Discrimination or harassment. Somewhere, discrimination based on gender, caste, color, or any other factor may be responsible for mental stress or anxiety, burdened with the double responsibilities of home and office. A woman can feel crushed as there is no vent to her feelings where she can give an outlet to her inner self and how much turmoil is there in her. This happens inside her, and gradually this crushing turmoil leads her to feel lonely and sometimes results in a sudden demise. Pregnancy and pregnancy loss. This agony of pregnancy loss can lead to devastating feelings of failure, loss of identity, and sheer hopelessness, leaving them to trauma and huge loss, easily falling prey to post traumatic stress disorder. This loss speeds up the underneath pain, casting a very negative effect on mental health of women who suffer from this. Menopause and hormonal disbalance. Menopause is a crucial stage of various types of suffering which every woman undergoes. It casts a different sort of effect which sometimes becomes unbearable, and its effects varies on different women. The reality is that it has extremely profound effect on the mental health of those who undergo. Research shows the highest rate of suicide among women takes place between the age of 45 and 55. This surely does not mean that menopause is the only reason behind it, but it is not a coincidence also. In recent years, suicide during the menopause age have increased to 6%. Things to practice. As with many other things, the factors that affect women's mental health as the solution should be handled in a very systematic way and requires broad, sweeping changes that it should be included by every woman who really intends to maintain mental equilibrium. The foremost thing is to make yourself aware of how the various factors prove and help women's well being. Caring less for home duties, burden which affects them badly, should be made clear to the other family member also to make them understand the strain it puts up on their mental health. Self care should be practiced and followed as a routine, and other members of the family for whom she spends her whole life and suffers from the double burden of home and office duty should develop a feeling of sharing the burden with her, the traumas of pregnancy, pregnancy loss, as well as menopause. Women's suffers should be felt by the persons she is surrounded with. The loving care given from those who surround her will make the experiences easier to bear. It is suggested to every woman with no distinction of age, color, caste, and qualification to take care of their physical and mental health equally. It should be made mandatory to follow a health plan and to make feel healthy and fit both externally and internally. Some tips should be incorporated by each woman to help them to maintain their mental health care. Number one is cope with the stress of life, be physically healthy, have good relationships, make meaningful contributions to your community, work productivity, realize your full potential. Wisely devise your body and brain mechanism to work effectively to working women toxic environment, either at work or home, multiple deadlines, and co-workers who are constantly complaining are sources to negativity and stress that deplete your energy. Working women should engage in activities that are relaxing, try journaling or spending time in nature. New mothers, as new mother, you have to recognize and accept that you are still learning and be forgiving towards yourself while you are learning about the needs of your newborn. It is often assumed that women at home have it easy, but that's not true. They have a lot of responsibility, care for everybody at home, and have to meet many expectations. It is very easy to lose your own identity while tending to needs of so many others, and this can extremely be draining. You must make time to treat yourself and tend to some of your own needs. You can do this by doing something simple like establishing a nighttime skincare routine, taking a class or something you're passionate about, or decluttering your home. You can also do things that you will enjoy reading or catching up with friends. Never feel guilty when it comes to your mental health and self-care. You are an individual. This everybody should keep in mind, and just to make it a routine to just memorize all these things. And you are individual, and your needs are justified. You are only making things harder for yourself in the long run if you constantly neglect your health and well-being. You are a valued member of your family and society, and you should treat yourself like one. Give yourself permission to enjoy and celebrate life while striving to stay healthy. If you or anyone you know is overwhelmed or experiencing difficulty with the mental illness, suggest them to seek help by speaking to a mental health professional or expressing your inside out to achieve the desired goals and fly high in your life to live to the fullest. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely. After your
Thank
presentation, I
you.
hope our knowledge seekers can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and go together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our
Thank
question
you
answer
all.
session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After she will be back in our session part 2, which is the Q&A part. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, ask your question in the comment box. Want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, ma'am. Welcome back to our participant. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, after a wonderful presentation, our participant can understand the topic very clearly. That's why no questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you. Same here. Thank you. Take care.
Honorable ma'am, before we move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can. Dear IGP Analysis is time for the webinar certificate, most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge is time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.edurgp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next tutorial learning test, passing mark 80%. If passed, back to the course again to download your certificate. If failed to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Visit www.edurgp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next tutorial learning test, passing mark 80%. If passed, back to the course again to download retake the quiz. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP Nursing, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is a regular webinar activity. We change a few process for online quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.edurgp.com, sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Find the running session or click in the browse link. Find the browse the live quiz button or give a link. Find the session name and join with your logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join and join online live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on official Facebook page and group State of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 12 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. First question is the 5 psychological domain are biological, cognitive development, social, and mental physical health. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 90% people are right here. Second question is which health and care organization recommend cognitive behavioral therapy? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 9% people are right here. Our third question is cognitive theory is health and social care. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 36% people are right here. Fourth question is music influence on mental and cognitive health. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is sleep deprivation affect mental health, physical health, or cognitive function. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is progressive era women reformers campaign for civil rights, child health, and welfare. And is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 64% people are right here. Our next question is who said proper kids have worse health, cognitive abilities, and more social behavioral issues? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 82% people are right here. Our next question is cognitive health is being smart and knowing everything. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 55% people are right here. Our second last question of the session is good cellular health helps sharpen memory and cognitive skill. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our last and final question of the session is describe the connection between behaviors and physical cognitive health. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 91% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in the top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalize the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page at group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in the top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalize the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in the top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy, stay safe, see you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to a goal, not a paper of things. Albert Einstein. Before I start, hit the like button. Again, want to thank all IGP knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.